Morning everybody, we're here on Hope Street and Rough Guides has said that Liverpool in 2014 is one of the top 3 cities in the world to visit. I'm here with Blue Badge tourist guide Harriet Gilmore and she's going to show us around some of the sights of Hope Street. Harriet, what will be some of the highlights?
It's hard to choose because it's a spectacular street. It won Great Street Award in the 2013 Urbanism Awards. We're flanked by 2 striking cathedrals, we've got public art here, we've got Beatles history, there's so much, so I'll point some things out along the way.
And we're going to see things that people in Liverpool, they might think they know Hope Street really well, but there's hidden gems here, isn't there?
There's sort of the facade, we know that this is Lipper, but there's layers to peel back of things that were before today, and there's lots of interesting history and secrets as well.
Great stuff. Well, we'll be there, so join us and come and discover a little bit about Hope Street that you probably didn't know.
I'm stood next to David Shepherd and Derek Warlock, who were Bishop and Archbishop of the Anglican and Catholic cathedrals, respectively, mid-70s to the 90s.
Okay, and there's something a little bit unusual about David Shepherd's statue, isn't there? What's at his feet there?
Yeah, there's a couple of nice features here. We've got, as you can see on the floor, a little cricket ball, because although he was a bishop, he was also a professional cricketer, and he captained England twice. The Echo raised some money and commissioned the sculpture by Stephen Broadbent. These two known affectionately as Fish and Chips because they were always together and they were always in the papers.
Harriet, people might not know this street, but they'll have seen it a few times on the telly, won't they?
Yes, this is Faulkner Street, which is often used in filming. It can, because it's got the original cobbles, and Liverpool often doubles up as London. It's much easier to close a street here than perhaps central London. Got fabulous Georgian architecture. It was used for an extended Hovis commercial that was built a while back in the outbreaks of Coronation Street. And Faulkner Street is named after Edward Faulkner, who was Sheriff of Lancashire, born in 1750, and it said he could muster 1,000 men at very short notice after threat of French invasion in 1797.
Harriet, it's quite well known a lot of Liverpool's wealth came from the slave trade, didn't it? But there were also pioneers in the city for making life and conditions better for slaves and ordinary working people.
That's right, there are many people who either were violently opposed to it from the beginning or witnessed conditions and then became very much against it. One of those was Edward Rushton, who was a ship's captain, and he saw firsthand terrible conditions aboard slave ships, and he actually contracted ophthalmia aboard a slave ship. So he came back and founded the School for the Blind here in 1851. It was moved here, and he was a violent opponent of slavery and spoke out against it from that time onwards.
Okay, and just talking about these murals on the top, these are the skills that they taught blind people here, aren't they?
Yes, we've got basket weaving, brush making, reading braille. People at the school would be taught these skills while they lived here, and there was also a shop within to sell products that they made.